So, today we're going to talk about the amendment to the Ganja Law. Let me just say why I'm doing this vlog. On a whole, the objective is to educate my listeners, my viewers, my friends. Because if you know your rights and your obligations, you can protect yourself. So knowledge is power. So I want to share with you the little knowledge. I don't have a lot of knowledge, but the little I have, I'll share with you. And you can always ask me questions, and I will. If I don't know, I'll research. Why, though, am I doing this particular vlog on this topic? I'll tell you why. I feel as if for all these years that we have had Dangerous Drugs Act, we, the government, law enforcement, members of the legal fraternity, have needlessly suppressed and abused the rights of the people of this country and wherever other country that a law similar to this is on the books. This, to my mind, is a political act. The fact that they include Ganja in the Dangerous Drugs Act is a political act. Because the Dangerous Drugs Act, what we call the raison d'etre, the reason for the existence of the act, is to protect the people from being injured by others, even themselves. Why? Because dangerous drugs are dangerous. They can harm you. You can become addicted. It can destroy your health, your teeth, your bones. Have you ever seen somebody on crack or methamphetamine? After a while, their teeth are gone. In fact, when you take these substances, by the third ingestion of these substances, heroin, cocaine, crack cocaine, even cigarettes and alcohol, methamphetamine, all of those drugs, you become physically and chemically addicted to it. If you don't have it, you go into withdrawal, and you shrivel and you shake and you can't talk and you bawl and you perspire and you're drenched in sweat, and you will sell your grandmother to get the drug. Ganja don't do that to nobody. I have known Rastafarians all my life. Never seen a Rastafarian get into a hissy fit over a spliff, get into a fight, steal to go buy a spliff. The most it does, it makes them chill and easy. They say that ganja is a gateway drug. I know plenty, all my life. I know Rastafarians. I've never seen one of them gateway into cocaine. It may happen. I just don't see it. And if it happens, it's not because of the ganja. It's because of that person's peculiar personality and their propensity to being an addictive person. So it's not the ganja. And my theory as to why ganja is on the list of dangerous drugs in the first place stems from my reading of history. From my reading of history, after they abolished the slave trade, slavery, they needed labor to carry out the work of the plantations. The sugar cane is labor intensive. So they imported Indians to take over the work from the black people that they had to free, who were doing it for nothing, using their blood, sweat and tears for nothing. Well, not for nothing, for the riches of the busha. So they bring in the Indians. The Indians brought in marijuana, ganja. It was the Indians who brought it in. And when they smoke it, they would fall asleep. Because that's what it does. It makes you chill. It makes you sleepy. It makes you lethargic. I'm not condoning it, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm saying it does not cause the harm of a narcotic. As a result of them falling asleep and not doing their work, this incensed the Bushers, and they lobbied for Parliament to not only ban the drug but make it criminal to have it in your possession. So it's not because the Parliament didn't pass this law with a view to protecting the public, as is the reason you pass laws, alright? It was passed so that the plantation owners would get their money's worth. Because they spend money to import these people, employ them, and instead of working and doing the thing that they come here to do, they're smoking and falling asleep. You have to stop that kind of thing. So they made it illegal by law. So they use their instruments of power to oppress the people so that anybody who uses it now would face, at the time, jail time. But Jamaicans being who we are, we not only smoke, we took over the ganja, not only smoke it, we became Rastafarians, and Rastafarians would smoke it and say this is sacrament. Mind you, I have to tell you, I don't smoke. I'm not a Rastafarian. But I admire the boldness of Jamaicans who would say, listen, I will do what I think is right for me. I am not harming anyone, I'm not harming myself. I am abiding by my religious rights. So, after all these years of criminalizing a spiritual act, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree. I don't care if you agree or you disagree, frankly speaking. I'm a Jamaican and I will speak my mind fearlessly. After years of making a spiritual act a criminal one, we passed this law that says if you have, it's still illegal, you know. Let's not fool ourselves. They have amended it somewhat. So now if you have 2 ounces or less, the police can't arrest you. It's not an arrestable offense. So when you go to the court in halfway 3 in the Monday morning, you're not going to say 100 people come before the court for possession of ganja and it's a spliff, and the court will impose $100. You know how much money you waste by doing that? How many people you have to hire? And police don't work for them. I'm sit down and arrest people for a spliff. So now the police will give you a ticket, like a traffic ticket. And you have 30 days within which to pay it. They will pay $500. If you don't pay it, then you have to go to court because I'm going to lock you up and you have to pay a fine of $2,000. Smoking in a public place, fine. Well, ticket, fine. You may smoke in your own home, but you have to get a license in a private place. And the license can be applied for on the basis that the ganja is being smoked for religious purposes or for therapeutic or medicinal. The law also allows each family to cultivate 5 ganja plants on their property. And if you have 3 people in the household, 3 homes, that's 15 plants, 5 per household. So, and you can get a license to import. You can get a license to cultivate for medicinal purposes, research. So I really don't know what's the objective, because the steps taken under the amendment are superficial. They should remove the dangerous drugs, remove ganja from the list of dangerous drugs. That's what they really should do. Let's see who will have the cojones to do this. Until then, be ready to pay your fine if you smoke in a public place, or if you have 2 ounces or less. Now, if you have 2 ounces, if you have more than 2 ounces on your person, police can still arrest you and charge you, and you still can go before the court, and everything applies the same way. So, you can give me your opinion. What do you think? Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think, I don't know, is this a political move for votes? I don't even know. All I know is it has no meat, it has no teeth, it doesn't go far enough to balance the scales. And I just think it's a soft step towards undoing an imbalance. But I'm interested in your views. Let me hear from you. Send me a message. Tell me what you think. Alright? Cool. Well, good. Bless it.